Hi, welcome everybody, it's Mike Newton down here at Lytham Golf Academy. I'm going to do a little video here and I'm going to put against the Callaway XR Speed Driver up against the Rogue Driver. So quite interested to sort of see here. Obviously two drives at two different price points. So XR Speed's around the sort of £350 mark and the Rogue is £429. So two different drivers, two different price points, but what is the difference between it? What are you getting for that extra, you know, 80 sort of pound there? And let's have a look at some numbers, because obviously XR Speed's claiming a lot of distance, very powerful off the club face, yet Rogue's got this jailbreak and again claiming a lot of ball speed and distance. So they're sort of claiming the similar sort of things, but you know, is there actually a difference there? Is it warrant paying that extra £80 maybe for that Rogue driver? Let's have a little find out. Let's hit some shots and see what happens. So if you're new to my channel, then please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Hit my logo, MNG, bottom right corner of the screen and get subscribed and you'll be notified of any future videos that land on my channel. If you're enjoying the videos, do comment down below, let me know your thoughts, hit the thumbs up button and obviously share it around with your friends. Okay, so Callaway, and obviously this is the same with all manufacturers here. They brought out two drivers here. We've got XR Speed, which has got obviously the adjustable neck sleeve, no movable weight on the head at all here, just a fixed weight position at the back of the golf club. Okay, and then we've got Rogue head there, which is same. You've got the same adjustability on the neck. Again, it's got a fixed weight screw at the back of the head, but obviously got some extra features, maybe like jailbreak technology, and obviously that carbon and titanium sort of mix. So a couple of extra features there, which possibly is warranting the difference of the price tag, but are we actually seeing that in the performance? So we're going to try that. So we're going to start off with the XR Speed first. So I've got this set in a 8-degree loft here. I've got in the hazardous yellow extra stiff flex here. And I'm going to keep that same shaft in the Rogue and we'll see if there's any sort of differences here. Let's get this first one here. Okay, that's a great opening tee shot there, to be honest. Hit that really well, very straight. And that's a pretty long ball. Yeah, that's over the 305 mark there. So nice opening shot there with the XR Speed. Quite a tinny sort of sound there. And I'm guessing I'm going to see a different sound, possibly with Rogue here, but a little bit more of a tinnier maybe sound. Possibly I haven't got as much of that sort of carbon sort of mix into this. Okay, didn't hit that one as well there. Caught that a little bit low heel, that particular one. So seeing obviously that big drop off there, 280 total distance there. So a good 20 yards difference there. That's purely strike. Okay, that's a solid hit also. Really sort of high ball flight there. Yeah, it's just touching up to that 300 mark, just short of there with the XR Speed. That one spun at 2,700 there. Again, that's a nice strike, good solid strike there. Okay, let's see what that one's, that's trundling really nice there. That's got 306, so some good distance there when I get that strike going. That spun at 2,600 there. So XR Speed, obviously, you know, as in the name, speed. Callaway claiming some big ball speeds off the face here with some technology, obviously forgiveness wise. It's a great looking driver. I've done a review of this on my channel already. You can go and check that out. So it's a great looking driver. Obviously got a load of adjustability in the neck here, like what you're getting with Rogue. You've got the sort of speed bumps on the top here, trying to help aerodynamic work here. And obviously some speed off that club face. So let's jump into the Rogue. Same shaft in the Rogue head, and we'll hit some shots with that and then look at some numbers in a little bit more detail. Right, okay guys, so same shaft, but obviously now in the Rogue head, and this is a standard Rogue head. Obviously there's a Sub-Zero version here which is more low spin, but I've just kept this in the standard Rogue head. So again, they've got that weighted screw at the back, same as what you've got in the XR Speed. We've got the same adjustable hosel here, exactly the same number of adjustability there that you've seen in the XR Speed. Obviously with Rogue here, we've now got jailbreaks. Those two bars behind the club face here, claiming to get the energy, instead of it being sort of lost through the crown and the sole by its flexing, it's actually put back into the club face and obviously through into that golf ball for extra ball speed. Bit more maybe carbon on this with the Rogue, and the footprint is a little bit longer from the front to the back. Still got those little speed bumps on the top of the head here, so came with a little bit more of club head speed. But so in really is some very, very similar features apart from the real jailbreak here and obviously the physical looks of the club. It's a very similar technology really. Okay, so I'm going to hit 4 shots for this and then we'll see if this does anything different to that XR speed. Okay, that was a nice opening tee shot again there. I struck that one well. So definitely straight away there. That was a nice hit actually. Okay, that's 311. So that was a little bit longer there. I'm guessing that's spin. Yeah, 2,500 spin. It was good ball speed there. So straight away there, the difference is that sound. A little bit more muted with this Rogue against that XR speed there. So that was a nice, nice opening shot there with the Rogue. Let's get another one hit. Right, that was a very similar to strike, funny enough, to the second shot hit with the XR speed. A little bit low heel there. And again, that is dropping off. Got a little bit more out of that against the speed. 283, but you see there's that drop off. It's sort of 30 yards there. And that's, again, that's just more me, strike. Yes, these drivers provide a lot of forgiveness, but you know, you're never gonna keep that speed up exactly the same. You see that shape's peeled off more to right. That's that gear effect, so it's just cutting that ball off. So we know that sort of shape is a little bit more weak than a sort of straighter ball flight or a slight draw. Okay, that's a strong flight. Just turn that over a little bit more there, just trying to work on that path a little bit there and try and change that strike pan. That's 308, just pull up that slight, up that left side a little bit there. But again, decent ball speed. The sound is very much more suited to me, or I prefer, should I say, that sound there, a little bit more muted, a bit duller on that connection into that golf ball there, where the XR speed's a little bit sort of louder, a bit more sort of explosive there. Ah, that's a bullet. Struck that great. Really good strike, that's long. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 319. Okay, that was long. Yeah, spun it 2-2. So that was nice. That's as good as it gets really for me. Okay, so let's go look at those numbers in a little bit more detail and see how Rogue is pitching up against that XR speed. Okay, so let's look at some numbers here between XR speed and Rogue. So we can see a little bit more, just under a mile an hour more club head speed with the Rogue. Didn't feel that at all, to be honest. Did feel very comfortable to swing, so possibly that just allowed me to swing a touch quicker, but you know, just 0.8 of a mile an hour quicker there with Rogue, so pretty minimal really. Ball speed, however, is much different. So 163.3 with the XR speed to 167, so a good 3, nearly 4 mile an hour more ball speed there. Interesting, is that the jailbreak there? Yeah, you know, possibly speaking. I mean, looking at what I've delivered dynamic loft wise here, so 17 against 16.7, so there's only a half a degree different on average of loft that I've presented, so that wouldn't suggest that I presented less loft, which would increase ball speed. Okay, a little bit more club head speed would translate to a little bit more ball speed, but probably not that jump. So possibly a bit of jailbreak work in there in that particular batch of shots. Launch just coming out a little bit lower there, 10 against 11.5 with the XR speed. Both of those were set at 8 degrees, both with exactly the same shaft. Side spin wise, dispersion in terms of an average at 92 was better average. You see there's a few more right shots there with the XR speed, and I just had the one right shot really with the Rogue. Spin number wise, a touch, well, very, very similar to be honest. You know, I can see those second shots I hit with both, so you can see that one there at 3.2, that's the low necky one with the XR speed. Same necky one there with the Rogue at 3.5. So you see that's just affecting my me spin number there. And that's me. That's not the club. That's just purely me. But what's quite interesting there, maybe what we'll see is the ball speed at 161 with the XR speed. That's 165 with the Rogue with a really bad strike. Bearing in mind The last one I hit there where I buttoned that 318 was 167. There's only 2 mile an hour difference of ball speed there between a very, very different strike, okay, and obviously a very different spin number, so 3.5 against just under 2.2. And that makes a massive difference to that distance, so 282 against 318, it's huge. Right, okay, so some interesting numbers there between those two clubs, and I think, you know, going back to the reason why I'm doing this video, you've got a price point of £350 against £429 for two drivers. Is there that £80 worth of difference? And for me there, yes, I would say there is. You know, we're going to go through the looks first. So through the looks there, I probably would prefer that Rogue, okay? The XR is a very nice looking golf club. I've got no issues with it at all, but probably just prefer that shaping of the Rogue there. I quite like to see more of that like carbon effect on the top. That doesn't, you know, that's just a personal preference. It sits great, very confidence inspiring. So looks wise, big tick with Rogue. Feel wise, definitely the Rogue. The sound, obviously we relate sound to feel, and I like that more muted sound there. So definitely Rogue for me in terms of the sound of it. Looking at ball speed, clearly Rogue. You know, 167 ball speed there against 163, and quite interesting that low heel strike. And I had the same strike, same shot shape with both of those clubs there. And there's a good 4 mile an hour more ball speed with that Rogue than there was with the XR speed on that miss hit, which is quite interesting. So for that, you know, obviously I'll go Rogue. Spin number wise, there's hardly anything in it there, to be honest, but when I do get that strike right, you see that last one there at 2.2, that was the lowest spin out of all of those shots there. That's then that opens up that 318 yard tee shots for me. So, you know, the fact that I could get some of those in there is quite pleasing. So again, the Rogue would sort of win it on that front as well. So really overall, you know, you look at that £80 difference there and look at the difference of those little categories, you know, the look, the feel, those little bit more ball speed, that bit more distance, that little bit more penetrating ball flight, because that was a slightly, yeah, it's 4 yards lower on its flight with the Rogue, and obviously came in a little bit hotter, which then you would get that run out, especially when it's like this at the moment. You know, it's really baked out hard. You're going to get a lot of run out with that as well. So not only just creeping that carry distance, but you're also going to max your run out as it hits the ground. So for me, Rogue, definite winner there. Definitely preference to me. Again, my preference could be very different to yours. This is where you've got to go out and try these clubs together. But going back to the original thing of £80 difference, yes, I would pay that all day long for those extra little bit of performance there and that nicer feel that suits me a little bit better. Okay, guys. Thanks so much for watching the videos. I always appreciate watching the videos. Do comment down below and let me know your thoughts on the XR speed against the Rogue. Would you pay that difference for that difference of what I'm seeing there, basically? You know, would you pay that extra £1 difference? You know, let me know your thoughts on that. Obviously, you definitely got to go out and do this yourself and try it and get fitted. Loads of shaft options, loads of neck settings here. There's obviously there's a Sub-Zero head as well in the Rogue and some other options as well. So definitely go out and get the best suited for you, but try them side by side and see if you see any differences between the two like I have. Obviously hit that subscribe button, very much appreciated, and hopefully I'll catch up with you all very soon.